This presentation is about the Republic of the Philippines. Philippines derived its name from King Philip II of Spain during the Spanish colonial period. The country's official name is called Republic of the Philippines. It has a population of 107,668,231. Philippines has an area of about 300,000 square kilometers, and there are about 150 languages and dialects being used. The official language of the Philippines is Filipino based in Tagalog and English as lingua franca. Since the Philippines is made up of 7,100 islands and islets, the Philippines have quite a number of ethnic groups. In this presentation, you'll find 183 ethnic groups in the Philippines listed in alphabetical order. For 300 years, the Philippines was colonized by the Spaniards, therefore Spanish influences is visible in the language of the early Filipinos. Afterwards, in 1898, Americans liberated the Philippines and made education as the top priority. The Americans sent about 500 teachers who trained Filipino teachers and taught basic education in the new public school system. They were called Thomasites. English was added as an official language in the 1935 Constitution.
Created using Powtoon.
Filipinos are known for their values and cultural traits. Let's take a moment to watch a short YouTube video clip published by Kristen Chua.
I apologize for my voice.
So what are the educational implications of learning English in the Philippines? How second language teachers teach culture and speech act of second language without forgetting their own culture. First, second language teachers must choose teaching strategies and instructions that could reflect local cultures. The English-speaking Filipinos bring with them such a rich heritage of social norms and interactional and speech acts from their own local culture and language. In these aspects, the use of local textbooks and teachers' initiative in selecting materials that mirrors a range of local pragmatics must be integrated in their instructions, and the use of supplemental materials which are natural and authentic, which could maintain the cultures of the Filipinos. Next is second language teachers must emphasize the use of nonverbal feedback with gestures and facial expressions to minimize social distance and power difference between teacher and students. The most salient feature about the interaction between English and Tagalog is that Filipino people transfer their rich body language in their characteristic fashion. For instance, they open their mouth when they do not understand a question, and lift their eyebrows quickly for a greeting or a positive answer. They lift their pinky to count one, and continue with their ring finger when they mean to. Like most East Asian, they avoid staring and even direct eye contact as a sign of respect, contrary to the Western connotation of guilt or embarrassment. English proficiency today in country marked by poverty is understood as a factor of economics that causes differences in access to books, availability of quality literary materials, affordability to use cable, televisions, and internet, parental language models, affordability and accessibility to quality schools, and good English teachers. Therefore, public school teachers must help the students to build their confidence and communication skill regardless of the student's status in life. Number four is language teachers integrate the use of media technology and textbooks that are rich in cultural and pragmatic factors. Number five is help the students to be exposed in different aspects of speech acts, joining local and international English competitions to expose students' communication ability. Number six is helps the students to become competitive writers of English. And number seven is and second language teachers use variety of activities and instructions to fit the needs of second language learners. Three potential research topics in the second language teaching in the Philippines. The first two are equality of English teaching in the Philippines and teachers' qualification as teachers or ESL or EFL in public and private schools. So public and private schools in the Philippines have huge difference in terms of facilities, class size, quality of teachers, budget, cost, and administrative support. Though the Constitution mandated that the state shall provide and promote the right of all citizens to quality education at all levels, and shall take appropriate steps to make education accessible to all, however, the quality of education in the Philippines has two sides, good and bad. The good is that the private schools are offering, besides the good facility, they also have updated books, many technology, and can afford to have field trips in local internationals, which the public school could not provide. Therefore, it is very important to know how the education system in the Philippines become accessible and fair quality on both private and public school teaching. Third is bilingualism. Bilingualism is commonly defined as the use of at least two languages by an individual. For Filipino, it's their way of life. However, for others, learning two languages is difficult. It is beneficial to understand the difficulties and effects of bilingualism. At present, bilingual education in the Philippines is provided using either English or Filipino as the language of instruction, and a regional language as the auxiliary language of instruction depending on the subject. However, the scholastic achievement rates for the subject of mathematics, science, and English taught in English are low, and the cause of this has been indicated as being a problem with the language of instruction. Therefore, a research study on what instruction could be used in the major subjects of Philippine curriculum is needed to ensure quality product and quality education. So these three research topics implies the importance of social and pragmatic in language learning. The Philippines has a better English proficiency compared to other Southeast Asian countries. The Filipinos carry their cultural heritage in their language learning. And last, the foreign students are attracted to learn English in the Philippines. In conclusion, The Philippines possessed a variety of pre-colonial languages with loanwords from Spanish, Malay, and English. After the independence, English became the medium of education for science courses. English is also used in the government and business, and it's influenced by local vocabulary and code mixing. Ethnic diversity has made English an important medium of communication. English is part of everyday life of the Filipinos, and while science, commerce, and the internet become increasingly important, English, on the other hand, will stay dominant language in the Philippines for decades to come. However, more research is needed to maintain and continually integrate the rich culture and heritage of the Filipino in second language learning.